And it's all happening in Minnesota from the Target Center in Minneapolis. The Warriors taking on the Timberwolves. For the Warriors, Greg, we've got two teams that boast some serious firepower off the bench.
And that depth makes each team more difficult.
He's checked in for Edwards. Golden State also making some changes. Al Horford, he's checked in for Porzingis. Moody comes in for Green, and it's McGinnis in for Brandon Podziemski. Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Moses Moody. Horford is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's McGinnis in at the point. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Al.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Timberwolves was a man on a mission. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. Great, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Santos is checked in, and it's DeAnthony Melton in for Curry.
Bang.
And again for three.
And his incredible shooting season continued.
Oh, up the history charts he climbs, GA. Now tied for third all-time for threes in a season. Absolutely amazing. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
For three.
Bang.
Good, another from three.
The threes just don't stop with him. He's been a machine from beyond the arc ever since the start of the season.
He continues, doesn't he, to shoot his way up the history books and now sits solely by himself for third most threes in a season.
That is right in Gobert's window. Make it easy.
Elton finds MP. Misses the three. Timberwolves trail by 9. Dosunmu, the pass to Gobert. Melton with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. Stolen by Conley. Now here's Dosunmu, defended by Moody. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Drains the three-pointer. Randall's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Timberwolves. And here's MP for three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randall's got his fourth rebound in this one. Right side, Conley. Pass to Gobert. Here's Shannon. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
It's been all... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Some big news coming in from around the NBA. We welcome in our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's on the phone with the latest story. Shams?
Hey, Kevin. As the trade deadline gets closer, it's the Lakers front office making things happen. They scored an elite 3-and-D wing in Aaron Nesmith. He adds a major perimeter threat on the offensive end. And on defense, his effort and movement can be priceless. We've seen how valuable he can be to a team. They're hoping he'll have the same impact for them.
Always some exciting news happening in the NBA. We thank Shams for always bringing it to us. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Horford is out there with Payton. Then there's Moody. Then it's MP. And it's Podziemski in at the 2 guard.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Ingles is checked in. Then for the Warriors, Porzingis is checked in for Horford. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Moody. No one near Conley as he lets it go. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Minnesota comes into this one following a loss to the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Randle down low, defended by Butler. Conley's shot is off.
Now, how about this? He cannot find his rhythm in this period. This has been tough sledding.
And you look at this Timberwolves roster, Doris, quite a spread as far as the ages of their top players.
Oh, Kevin, you've got a couple of guys who are absolutely on the back nine and really walking up the fairway of number 18. And then you've got Mr. McDaniels and Anthony Edwards, two guys in their early 20s. But this is the fascinating part. There's a runway left, and what do they do with it?
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, "We're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable." Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Joe Ingles. Edwards, he's checked in for Dosunmu. And Bones Hyland subbed in for Mike Conley. Outside Curry. MP way outside. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And so it's Randle bringing it up now for the Timberwolves. 8-point game. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Payton passes to Butler. Payton finds MP. Puts up a three, and there's Stephen Curry on the assist by MP. Curry's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors. MP against Hyland. From 10 feet out, and the jumper is on the mark. Hyland's got 5.
Boy, what a rhythm jumper from Bones Hyland. That was pretty.
Outside Curry. And a wide open look for MP. Off target with his three. Minnesota's gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Reid the pass to Hyland. McDaniels gets a wide open look. That three off the mark.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Curry doesn't get it to drop for him. Reid with the defensive effort. Randle against Butler. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Warriors leading by 9. Outside Curry. Inside. Out to Payton. Some nice passing by Golden State. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Pass to Hyland. Now here's Randle. Back to Hyland. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in control with an 9-point lead to end the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Right back after this break.
So they've got some firepower coming off that bench, man. And not just complimentary scorers. We're talking about pride.
And let's switch it up. And that about wraps it.
And we've got 13. Trend break toward a faster pace. Do you miss watching those grinded out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Bang.
I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
Timberwolves trail by 15. Out to the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randle. Anthony Edwards out there with Bones Highland. And it's Reed in at center. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
The edge on the pass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. They're great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Highland misses.
Boy, felt like he let that possession get personal, trying to answer back with a three of his own there.
Moody finds MP. And Curry has it in the corner. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
The wide open look here for Highland. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
How about Highland's confidence to respond to the three from the other side? Big time.
Bang!
The shot's good from McGinnis.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Timberwolves trail by 21. Randall outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
This guy hit a couple of threes in the first half, but since then it's been a little bit of a struggle.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
In his 16th season in the NBA, Doris, Al Horford got his first title with the Celtics.
That 2024 championship was so special for Al. Remember, he had played almost 200 playoff games. And remember, for the vast majority of that run, Al Horford was the starting 5 for the Boston Celtics. Incredible. Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Shoots in deep. Randall can't get that one to fall. Warriors leading by 22. And
Bang.
Here's MP for 3. And the Warriors, another 3.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Back to Highland. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Highland's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
Curry outside. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 4th assist in this one. Outside Edwards. Highland sets a pick for Edwards. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
And it's Highland in the corner. Sinks the triple. Highland's got 13.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has
Bang.
become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space...
And so it's
Hey.
MP making things happen for the
did what I
Golden
had to
State
do.
Warriors.
Yep,
They kept
stop me
going
out the
to
rest
him
of the game, I
again and
understand.
again. And he delivered with a monster quarter. Back right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want
Nice shot.
skill and decision-making at every position.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Golden State here in the 4th. Horford is out there with Payton, and it's McGinnis. Then it's Quinton Post, and it's Melton in at the shooting guard. And the Warriors with possession here. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Thursday, they'll take on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Pass to Dosunmu. Here's Randall, guarded by Horford. Back to Randall. Out to Conley. 5 on the clock. And Anderson has it in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. MP fires from way outside. Quick shot there, and it's off target. This one for 3. Dosunmu's shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The shot's good from McGinnis.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
For Minnesota, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Gobert finds Randall. Now Conley, covered by MP. Good work there as it goes. Conley's got his first bucket of the night.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Horford with the bounce pass. Payton passes to McGinnis. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. McGinnis has got 38 points.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Pass to Gobert to the middle. It's taken away by Payton. Here's Melton. The 3 from MP.
Bang!
And the Warriors, another 3.
MP is cooking right now, and folks,
Trying to
this
get
is
the 50-point
exactly
game, boy.
what we expected from this young man.
Anderson against Payton. Anderson dishes to Gobert. Anderson, a screen on Melton. Now here's Dosunmu. Shoots over Melton. Dosunmu's shot is off. Here's Golden State. They're on an 11-2 run. MP way outside. No good on the triple. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one made.
Boy, there was plenty of contact down low, but Randall assertive and able to find the finish.
And here's MP for 3. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
McDaniels outside. Fires from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, McDaniels really trying to become consistent with that jump shot.
The 3 from MP. Reed with the rebound. Highland with it. Now defended by MP. Highland passes to Randall. Backed in off the glass.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Drills it from outside.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Highland's shot is good.
Yeah, Bones Highland, a former first-round pick, and he believes he is an elite scorer at this level.
MP deciding where to go with it. No good with the triple. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. First team foul. Okay, so we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about.
A dominant game by MP, leading his...
For opponents, I want them to know it's a
Kevin, over to you.
All right, thanks, Jen.
All right.
Well, folks.
Hope you guys enjoyed. More to come later. I still have a lot to upload.